back to Self-Made. This series is filled with innovative ideas, but we've never had an entrepreneur who owes his success to a toilet. Or should I say loo? Here's an Aussie with one bloody good idea.
Listen up, pet owners. This young entrepreneur may have solved your biggest pet peeve. Say hello to your backyard in a box.
Our puppy came out of pure need. Basically, I moved from Sydney, Australia, where I was born and raised, at 23 years old, and moved south, chasing a girl at the time, who happens to be my wife these days. The downside to that was I couldn't afford a house, so we lived in an apartment. And Subi, unfortunately, her toileting issues were problematic, and they were coming at the most inconvenient of times. So Simone's saying was, we just need a patch of grass on our balcony. And so that was, I suppose, the eureka moment. And from there, over a period of 3 years, purely just for our own personal needs, we started developing the Pet Loo.
In a world that is downsizing from houses to apartments, Tobi decided he wasn't the only one that needed the Pet Loo, and Australians agreed.
In 2006, we launched on the New Inventors on ABC TV. We actually won the show. People from all over the country voted on the best invention. We won, and that was kind of like, there's a business here. We had a website, we had a publicist marketing and promoting for us, driving us in the media. And then within the space of 3 or 4 months, you know, we had our first global order.
The New Inventors served as a launching pad for Tobi, but even though he had national media coverage, he still had to hustle to get his products into stores.
I definitely set myself up initially to hit one of the biggest pet retailers in Australia. 2 months before I got on the New Inventors, I went and spoke with the head buyer. She gave me 30 seconds on the phone. I was like, if you can just do me a favor and just jump on our website. I don't have time, explain the product, she said. So I tried to describe, I suppose it was my first pitch. And she's like, I don't think that's gonna sell. Good luck with that anyway, and put down the phone. They know who they are. And she knows who she is, because I remind her, because today we do a container load a month into that outlet.
Even when entrepreneurs have all the chips on their side, they still need the cash to make the buy-in.
To get a couple of prototypes going and register some patents, I borrowed some money from a family member. For the first 1.5 years of our commercial enterprise, so 2006 to midway of 2007, there was no one on the payroll. Simone and I worked 2 jobs, and every sale that we made within the business basically just was thrown back in.
In 2003, the concept was born. In 2006, the Pet Loo was put on the map through national television coverage. And in 2007, Pup-Pee went global, including a US launch. The result? Pup-Pee Solutions has grown at a rate of 40% each year, and they are up 35% in the United States.
The last year has been interesting. We definitely came to the US. We invested very, very heavily in the US market, only to find out that there's been an economic crisis over here. So we've had to sit. It's the way it is. We haven't lost money, we've actually grown in a down market.
While Tobi created a product out of need, where there's innovation, competition is always close behind.
Yeah, I've come up with several fantastic ideas. You know, the Pet Loo is just one of a range that we sell. It's definitely a target for people trying to knock it off and copying it. So it's important that you cover yourself, you